All right, this is lesson 58 in Saxon Algebra 2. Let's talk about, this is actually a review. So let's see what we know so far, and then we're going to learn about one tiny step that we're going to add in front of us. So if we're going to complete the square, what do I need to do, Michael, with that? -6.
Half of it and then square it.
So half of -6 is -3. -3 squared is
Negative, yeah,
9, right? Positive 9. All right, so we'll add 9. Add 9. Ooh, that's easy. 4. Over here, I'll get x minus 3, the quantity squared. I think sometimes in looking at your work, you do the square root of this side, but you like to square that side. Or are we getting past that? Sometimes you end up with 16 over here. But it's the square root, which would be plus or minus 2, and then this pops out. So you bring the 3 over, plus or minus 2, and then we can actually solve that. So what would we get, Michael?
5 and 1.
Good. Does that make sense? You're fairly comfortable with these now? All right. On page 249, can you read me 58:1?
4 squared
4x squared.
plus 3x minus 3 equals 0.
Okay. So we'll do the first thing. We bring the 3 over that side. Now, the difference here is we have what's called a lead coefficient. A coefficient is any number in front of a term. So all these others that we've done, it was always 1, right? So the difference here is this one is a 4. So we have to divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So now I have x squared plus 3/4 x equals 3/4. How can I find half of 3/4? Just multiply, right? 3/8. And that's right squared. So that would be what?
64.
3 times 3 is
9
9.
over 64.
9 over 64. Okay. So you can multiply top and bottom by 16, add that, or use your calculator. Go ahead and use your calculator. 3/4 plus 9 64ths. Well, I factor this. 57 over 64, right? Okay, now, and those of you watching in video land, I saw several, maybe I think even until yours. So watch this last step now. When we do the square root of both sides, we're doing the square root of the whole fraction. So I get x plus 3/8 plus or minus, I'm going to break it up, put the square root of 57 on the top, but what is the square root of 64? 8. So we'll go ahead and do the square root of 64 and put that on the bottom. Okay? And then we'll bring the -3/8 over, plus or minus that. Okay? Alrighty, let's have you come up to the board.